kill! Penta for double! Penta kill, double in! Oh, look at the cleanse, look at the moves! What was that?
Hey guys, welcome to today's episode of Rant. I'm your host, Leonyx, and I'm joined by the man that needs no introduction, MarkZ of Team Liquid, head analyst, former coach, right?
Yeah, I was the coach last week.
Okay, yeah. MarkZ, you are a character, actually. You are a man behind the scenes that needs some limelight.
Yeah,
actually.
I probably actually do need an introduction.
Yeah. So, you, head analyst, please tell me what you do on Team Liquid. That for people that don't know, I know.
Yeah.
They don't.
We have Peter, the head coach, and then I'm the head analyst, and then we have a couple people under me who I like kind of manage and help coordinate, assisting me and Peter with stuff. And on a week-to-week basis, Peter, he still is in San Francisco in school, so he's not with the team Monday through Wednesday. So I handle a lot of like the coaching responsibilities then if he can't Skype in because he has class or whatever. So I might do some of the coaching then, and then when he comes, he does a lot more of the coaching, and I step back more into the analyst role. So that means like looking at specific like things I want the players to improve on, more micro stuff, and like individual scenarios that come up during games.
So is your official title like assistant coach?
No, it's head analyst.
Just head analyst?
Yeah, it's just easier to clarify that like he does picks bans. I obviously contribute, but it's his say. He talks about how he wants us playing in terms of like what strategies he wants us using, and obviously there's back and forth between me and him on what we think's the best. But at the end of the day, it's his ship. Like,
what was the why from head coach to head analyst? What was the, I don't know, the pitch for him to be the head coach? Was it just the experience that he was offering?
I mean, we're like the kind of organization who, if we think we can get an upgrade at a position, we're like not afraid to go out and try and do that. Like we did that with COP. You know, we've done that with our supports frequently before that. And so it's the same thing at the staff level. Like if you think you can get a better coach, why wouldn't you go and try and get a better coach? And I was for it, you know, even though it's like my job that he's taking in a sense. I knew like I was going to move to the analyst position, which is something I think I am better at than as a coach. I don't think like I'm a great leader or anything like that. And so you kind of want your coach to be a leader. And that's something he's pretty good at. He like when he came in, when like he was starting off with the team, he would make us like if we had a bad scrim set, like get up, go outside, like play catch or something for like 2 minutes between games just to get our mind off it, stuff like that. That I wouldn't do. So I think Peter was like a really good addition. And, you know, just moving forward, when we looked at it at the end of last season, just missing Worlds, we thought that was like a place we can improve.
Quite interesting. So you had spoke about, you had a couple people under you.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people out there don't really know the structure, an ideal structure for an eSports organization. And I feel that Team Liquid is one of those organizations that are kind of like on point with that. So how is that set up? You have people under you that are really in the house working under are they freelance or what's going on with that?
So the way that I view like support staff is you have like the owner, high level, like manages like everything about like sponsors and, you know, getting money in, make sure it's running correctly. And he's obviously invested in the team. That's Steve, and he started with League, so of course he's more invested in this than he might be with some of the other esports ventures that he has now. But he's pretty involved. And then Joka Steve Perino, he's the manager, the general manager. He also does some management for the COD teams, or the CSGO teams, I think. But he lives in the house, and he handles a lot of the day-to-day runnings, making sure people get to meetings, sponsorship work gets done, all that kind of stuff. Peter's the head coach. He does a lot of like I said, the big strategy, pick bands, what we're going to be trying to do, champ pool, stuff like that. As the analyst, I do a lot because he's not like full-time head coach because he has to go home sometimes. I sometimes have to pick that slack up, but I do a lot of like working individually with players and sometimes on builds. And then we do a lot of interesting stuff with stats, I think, compared to other teams. And so we have a bunch of like metrics, KPIs, these kind of like interesting things that we look for. And it's a lot of grunt work to fill that in, to like go through and rewatch all your scrims and fill that stuff in. And so I have a couple people underneath me, 3 people. There's Chakarez. He is actually kind of well known in the community. He does like a lot of videos and stuff like that. And he does like video content for us. So he'll like splice up team fights that we might have played badly and stuff like that. And he'll point stuff out in video content and give that to us. So he was working with us. We have a guy named Keith Snowspots, I forget his last name, I think it's like Torres or something. He was somebody who started out as a volunteer position, and he was pretty dedicated, got a lot of good work done. So I moved him up, and we gave him a contract to part-time kind of just from home. And he fills in a lot of the stats work as well as like assisting Chakrez with stuff and me and Peter and all that. And then we have another guy named Iatu, and he is someone who is like a business consultant from Finland or something. I know I probably butchered that and got it wrong. It's somewhere in Europe, and he does like what's called Lean, which is like a business practice that's used by Toyota, like they invented it and stuff. And we took principles of that and incorporated it this year in how we run. And so he helps with a lot of the KPIs and the stats and making sure that we're interpreting them in like a useful way. So those are like the 3 core people beneath me kind of that I work with and kind of help run. And then we're going to be having a volunteer position open up again because after we move Keith up, there's a spot there. And I'm somebody who's like a big fan of having opportunities for people to prove themselves. So like Keith proved himself, and I'm like really happy that we gave him a chance. And so we're going to open up a position. It's volunteer. You just like sign an NDA after like what's going to be an application process for a lot of people, I bet. And then if we feel like comfortable, you sign the NDA, and then like we kind of give you work and just see how you do. And there's an opportunity for improvement, or like advancement in our company. And even if you don't work out here, at least you have like something on your resume if you go to another team if they have an opening. So I think it's just like a good opportunity for people not quite in the scene yet to have like a step into it.
That's a good opportunity
so
for
that's
esports enthusiasts, I guess.
Yeah, that's like the company structure for the League of Legends team,
That's awesome.
I guess.
That's like I said, that seems kind of like the ideal situation for anyone for that. But yeah, how do you work remotely? Or just I know that they're from different countries, but were you the guy that handpicked all these people, or was that Liquid's or?
I'm usually the one who does like the final like sign off. So I found Iatu during my AMA at the end of last season. He contacted me because I said I was like a big fan of stats.
Yeah.
And he is someone who works with them pretty frequently. So he came out and reached out to me. Chakrez was somebody who we had used like a decent amount in the past just for like video content outside of like the pro team. So like he would just like make stuff for the YouTube channel that was funny or informative. And so we brought him on to help with the team. That was more Steve on that one. And then most of the other volunteer analysts, I usually sort through applications to find people I like.
Okay, so you actually said Peter works remotely from somewhere else. Do you handle a lot of the, I guess, the life coaching aspects with the team, just because you're local and you're in the house a lot? It's
a little bit of like me and Joka both. Since I actually don't live in the house, I have my own place that's like a couple miles away. So we go to the office for practice. So they go from the house to the office. I go to the office. Sometimes I have to go to the house too, obviously. But yeah, me and Joka handle a lot of like the team dynamic stuff because Peter's not around to see like the moment-to-moment stuff. Yeah. At least for half the week, because he flies in on Thursday or Wednesday, depending.
Team Liquid not being known for as Team Curse before. Yeah. How did MarkZ happen to be joining the esports scene? Where did that all fit in? How did you meet Liquid? Was he the go-to guy, or was Joka the go-to guy?
I was actually in the company before Joka, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I started playing League of Legends, and like right after beta came out, I got like the collector's edition with like the stupid map. And,
you actually?
Yeah, I got a box copy.
One.
I got a box copy of League of Legends.
That's dedication, stupid. And that's kind of strange at the same time.
I didn't know that. Like, I don't know. My parents bought it. I was like, whatever, sure. Yeah, I got that for like Christmas, like senior year in high school. I don't know. Maybe it's freshman.
Does it come with the entire starter pack too?
Yeah, so like I got 20 champions at the start, and then like a couple of shitty skins, and then like I said, you get like a map of Runeterra, the most useless like map ever created.
It doesn't exist anymore, right? It's the entire lore is gone.
Yeah, so
it's like,
I mean, this is like an artifact I have now, but
I'm sure that will run. You should like smack that up on eBay or something.
I don't know where it is.
You lost it.
Yeah,
because
I was like, wait, this is useless.
It could be priceless, but it's gone.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so I was playing League for a lot, like on and off, and then like my friend introduced me to Reddit, and that's like kind of when I started taking a more serious interest in the game and like getting into the pro scene and following that. And I followed that for like a year, and like it was pretty apparent if you followed the pro scene that like most of the pros were pretty dumb in a sense. Not like they didn't understand the game, but just like as like being structured and like if you actually want to be really good at the game and like like it was like they like
at that time if you had to like place their
season 2
knowledge.
Like people didn't even scrim correct, like they didn't even scrim half the time.
Oh,
that was like news to me. Like I didn't know that when I like first joined. I was like, wait, you guys like didn't even scrim regularly? You would like.
Is this a rare occurrence that happens?
From what I've been told, if I understand it correctly, like yeah, in season 2, teams like just didn't scrim that much. They just like kind of played solo queue and then would play games and like matches, and like they didn't like sit down and like really craft team comps and like go through like intricate pick bands or anything that like goes on now. It was kind of just like a wing it attitude.
If you put the mindset of the older players into today's, I guess, solo queue ladder, where would they like match up?
You mean like if I took them in season 2 players and put them in season 5?
If you took
they would get shit on.
what tier? Like so we can gauge.
They'd still probably be like Diamond 1 or something. Maybe.
They still be Diamond 1?
I don't know. I mean, like think about like the insec. Like people didn't really like do that play, and it's like not like it was that mechanically intensive, but it just like wasn't something people did, you know, in season 2 that often.
Innovation. All right.
Yeah. So I mean, like I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, especially since I'm not like Challenger, Diamond 1 even. So like. I'm probably not the best person to be like judging how mechanically good they were, but at least in terms of team like strategy, it was pretty bad.
It was just a clusterfuck.
Yeah. From what I've been told, at least, that like relative to how structured teams are now, it was like Wild West, I guess.
Okay, so you play LOL all the way up till season 2.
Yeah. So season 2 was when like I got really into the pro scene.
Okay.
Watched a lot of it. Season 3. This is like my senior year now, I think. I was graduating soon, and I was doing like a lot of after I graduated, I did like a lot of portfolio work on my own stuff. I went to school for game design development, and so obviously you need like a good portfolio to catch people's eye, pretty much.
Yeah.
Or have like good internships, which I didn't really. So I was doing that, and then at the end of season 4, after like just doing a bit of small analysis in season 3. Just like on my own time. In season 4, start of it, Steve, Liquid 112, like posted that they were having open tryouts for player positions, and I just sent him an email, kind of like drunk one night, like, "Hey, are you like?" I was like intending to write it before.
Wait, and this is they're like requiring Diamond 1 or like.
Yeah, well, that was when they were like looking for players.
They
didn't say anything about staff. And I know that Steve had used an analyst before for the season 3. All-Star game.
Yeah.
I know they mentioned that they had someone in the house helping. So I knew that at the very least he like has experienced that before. And so I was like planning on writing this email all week, and I like never got around to it. And then like one night I was just like came home from a bar, and I was like, fuck it, I'll send it now. And so like I had like typos. It was a terrible email actually. But
this leet.
No, it was just like it was like 2 sentences like, "Hey, I was wondering if you're also looking for analyst positions with like your openings. I would like to apply." And then like I sent my resume, and that was the whole email.
Was it the resume even based around it was just all game design or something?
No, I put like some league stuff in there.
Okay.
Like I included like a little bit of portfolio of like the stuff I had done, but yeah, it was mostly like a game design resume. At least showed that like I wasn't some dumbass kid applying that.
But
like,
it was only 2 sentences.
Well, that was like the email.
The
was
initial
super,
email.
Yeah, the email was 2 sentences, but like I have like a resume that at least shows like I've worked in an office setting. I'm like kind of professional, so like.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so it wasn't as bad as I'm making it sound, but he got back to me a little bit saying like, yeah, we're trying people out, and he gave me like a test project to do, and he actually like it almost didn't happen. I had to be really persistent about like, hey, what'd you think? Like, can we talk? Like, okay. I had to harass him a little bit, and then ultimately like he brought me on as like a volunteer position. There were 3 of us all volunteer analysts, and this was when Curse was relegated, so. There was this kind of understanding that, like, assuming we make it back into the LCS, some of us would be brought on full time. And, you know, over the course of like a couple months with the guys, I guess I impressed them enough that I was one of the 2 that we brought on full time. And that was like the start of season 4, the LCS going forward. And we had a guy who was the coach, and I was the analyst, but the coach didn't work out. And after like a month or 2.
I feel like there's a story there. Right?
Yeah, there's stories there.
There's stories there?
Yeah, maybe we'll get into it later. But for right now, let's just say it didn't work out. And so I, you know, kind of ended up being the coach because they booted him. And Steve was like pretty involved in the team at this time. And so.
And actually subbing in, right, at one point?
No, Steve didn't sub in. He subbed in a long time ago. Not season 4. That's like season.
Yeah, this is season 3, right?
No, this is season 4.
Okay, season 4, but he subbed in season 3.
Maybe. I don't know.
As like a support.
I don't think so.
For one game.
I think he subbed into like well, actually,
he was fiddle support.
Yeah. Between season 3 and season 4, there was like some random tournament where they subbed him in for. It wasn't like the LCS or anything. It was like some online tournament where he like, you know, basically trolled it. It wasn't like a real game. I'm pretty sure that happened. I wasn't at the house at that point.
Okay.
So I didn't move into the house until like January 2nd or 5th or sometime around then.
Okay, season 4, you're coming around, and you actually move locally at that point? Is that?
Yeah, so I was from Boston area, and so I drove out through like a blizzard at the start of January, cross country.
That's dedication.
Yeah, so I was in Vegas for like 2 weeks before they moved to the house in the LA area. And so that's when the other coach was there for like a month or 2. He got the boot. I kind of like became the coach, analyst kind of guy. And it was me for the rest of season 4, basically. And we had like a couple people helping me that we were like doing that volunteer analyst tryout stuff, but nobody that really impressed me. So we didn't like have anyone that we really brought on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like kind of.
And then now you're here, Team Liquid.
Yeah, so then season 4 ends. We don't get to Worlds. We were really close. You know, I think a lot of people knew that our picks bands weren't as good as they should have been. That's something that like the coach moving forward, especially with Riot's new policies, was going to have a huge influence on. And so we definitely wanted like a coach who was really smart about picks bands. So that's how we kind of got Peter.
Oh, so okay, that makes sense. Now you're Team Liquid. Do you handle any of the? I know that you're part of that, but do you handle any of the Challenger stuff at all?
Not really.
Because Curse Academy happened.
Yeah, so like all the Curse Academy stuff, we had LoL Pro and Curse Academy, and so I was helping with LoL Pro, and they were like a really talented group of guys, but they're like all in high school, and we could only scrim 2 hours a night. And the Challenger scene that progressed to the point where people were in team houses and scrimming like 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
And you just like, you can't compete with that. So like it started when all the teams were new and on the ladder, we were like smashing everybody. And then like it got to this point where like we started losing some games, and then like other teams took off, and we like really didn't improve at all, just because like you have 2 hours of scrims and like there's almost not really that much time for analysis after. And I could have done a better job with it, obviously. But that team, despite how good they were talent-wise, like didn't have the time to compete with like a Fusion, a Curse Academy, like the other serious
like
teams.
established organizations.
Yeah, like I think they lost to Coast, and Coast has like, you know, players moving. They're flying players over to
imports.
like live. Yeah, so like it's just like hard to compete.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I worked with LoL Pro. Once I got knocked out, I started helping a little bit with Curse Academy. Peter was helping with Curse Academy too. And we only really help with Challenger teams when there's nothing going on with the main roster. So.
Okay, I ask a lot of analysts and coaches this similar question, but I kind of want it from Team Liquid. How do you gain the respect of your players? You said that you weren't in like Diamond 1 or Challenger. You can't really. I guess the coaching role hasn't really evolved over time to get to that point, to have like the respective authority. So eSports is still young for LoL. How did you manage to overcome that?
Yeah, so I was
obstacle?
like, I think I was like plat when I started, like as an analyst at Curse, like the volunteer, and like at the time people like didn't listen as well as they do now. I think a lot of people are like understand like, yeah, this obviously you should listen to like an outsider.
This works.
Yeah, I mean everyone else does that kind of structure, right? For sports, but yeah, you just have to be right. I mean that sounds kind of like a weird thing to like think about, but like if you're right, yeah, the player's gonna listen to you. So when I started out, since there were 3 of us and I was like remote, like I wasn't counted on to come into every situation and say what I thought. That kind of came with time. When I started, I would you have to pick your spots, I guess. And so it's a little different now because most people, when you bring the analyst in, it's like at this point, all right, we're going to talk to this guy all the time. But back then, it was kind of a little earlier, and not everyone was using analysts yet. So I kind of had to like pick my spots and make sure that what I was saying, I was like confident was right, and like argue it really well. And so, you know, I did that, and like I put together presentations and stuff to like show conceptually how to play situations. I didn't have to like give input on every single one that did happen. And so over the course,
you went the extra mile, the 120%, right?
Yeah, yeah. Last season 4, I was like way too like invested, and like I didn't do anything else but like focus on League. So yeah, I was like, you just have to be right when you're starting out, and like as long as, I mean, that's your job anyways. You're supposed to be right. You're supposed to be the one like coming in and giving the correct answers. So you do that enough, players start listening to you, and then they don't mind the mistakes as much because obviously you're not going to be right 100% of the time.
Is that also the same thing coming in with new players, such as former World Championship, you know, Piglet coming in and like listening to you as well? Is that the same for new players coming in?
Yeah, I think, well, especially like the Korean had like this kind of infrastructure before, so I never felt like Piglet like didn't respect Peter or myself or anything. Like there's disagreements and he can be a little stubborn in arguments and stuff and a little emotional, but I never felt like he thought I was like an idiot or like something like that. You know, it was never. I never got that feeling with him.
Okay, so something must be working because you guys recently went 2-0. You beat TSM with in crazy game. I don't know what even happened there.
Yes.
You have any comments on that? I'm just curious.
No, I thought like it was like an okay game, like pretty good honestly, until like we were supposed to win. And then like there were just some instances where like we just like weren't thinking. Like a half health Jarvan missed like an EQ in front of Annie Lysandra, and near them were like, yeah, let's CC him and kill him. They like just let him walk away, and then 10 seconds later we like flash engage under a Nexus turret into a Cassiopeia. And it was like, wait, if we want to engage, because we just took 3 inhibs too, so like either we can wait for minions and just like sit on them
and 5
poke.
dragons and all these barons. I feel like it was like a prereq for a raid boss. You needed like all these buffs in order to like take.
No, well the first time we could have just like ended the game if we just killed the Jarvan instead of diving, or we could have just waited for minions. But we did the worst, where we're like, we don't kill the free kill, and then we try and force the team fight and fuck it up. So like, yeah, we give a pentakill to Turtle, and now it's really hard because now he's huge. And then the second time, a similar thing, like this Rumble is at like 400, 500 health in front of Quas, overheated with no ult, and Quas like doesn't try and kill him. And like the other team, like the team had people around, so maybe it's like not like a free kill, but it's a much better place to start a fight as opposed to like trying to like flash ult the Cassiopeia who has cleanse and stuff, and she gets out and like kites you, and then like Jinx is blowing you up. So like we just picked like some terrible fights to make the game hard.
So do you have any, I guess, what's the strongest relationship that you have with a certain player on your team? Like, is there a specific one that is you've grown over the years? Not to shun like the newcomers, but I mean, obviously there's one that you've kind of grown closer to, right? Or is there one?
I don't know. I mean, like I was never like buddy with like the players too much. Like obviously you hang out with them all the time, so you're obviously friends. But like I always like respected Voy a lot in terms of like how like I thought he was like a good person at like his core, and I think Quas is the same way. Like they're like just really nice people, and so like I always respected those two a lot. And then like I talk with Dom probably the most, just because Dom's super talkative and like is always down to like talk about stuff. So yeah, I'd say like those 3 maybe. I talk with Special a lot too, and
Just the whole team.
yeah, obviously you're with the whole team like 8 hours a day for like every day. So of course you're pretty close with everybody. But
with that being said, it sums up your career, but you're actually more than just a eSports head analyst. You do a lot of extracurricular activities. One of them being that really cute video of Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, well,
you do some extra stuff to push it out there.
Yeah, last year I didn't do anything. Last year I worked like 10-hour days, 7 days a week.
Okay, you were dedicated to the job.
I like didn't go out. I didn't talk to people. I hated everything. Like whatever. But this year since I moved out, I'm trying to be more balanced. So like last year when we were cursed, we did like that video with the Boys and Girls Club, and the place I moved to in January is actually like a half block away from it. And in the past I had done like service work and like that kind of like volunteer stuff before, which I liked a lot. So it was a chance for me to like try and be more balanced again, because it's something I'm familiar with. And so it's League of Legends. I like League of Legends. It's helping people.
Were they all actual fans or?
Yeah, they're pretty big fans. If you saw the video, they knew about the LCS before we came, and obviously they learned a lot more afterwards. But
what was that like? You're just like, hey, I got pro players that could come by the club to say hello.
I didn't organize the first one. We had like our manager doing that at the time. His name was Donald Boyce. He was a really cool guy. He did set all that up, and I actually went one time before them to like give a talk about what it's like to be an analyst, and then the players came next week or 2 weeks later or something for the big video. And then after that there wasn't much interaction until in January I walked down the street and I was like, hey, can I come every week? Because most of the kids remembered me and I remembered the kids, so it was pretty easy to set up and just be like, yeah, just come every Monday, 6 to 8 or something.
Inspiring.
Yeah,
very inspiring. Not only do you work well with the kids that are involved in the esports scene, but tailgating. Yeah. You're bringing the traditional ritual of traditional sports into esports.
Yeah.
How did this happen? You do it. There's a Facebook event every week. I get invited to it, but I never show up. I only show up till like the beginning of the game.
Yeah, you show up at like 12 and then you just walk past us and we're like, you want a burger? And you're like, no, I'm out.
Well, I feel bad because I don't want to like take food that I didn't like help participate in. I want to do a feature.
I'll tell you that like most of the people,
promise I'll do a feature.
Most of the people are mooches anyways. So like,
yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
I want to
be another mooch.
I want to. I want to be a mooch. I want to come in and like come, you know, with. I was gonna say meat, but that kind of.
You look like a waiter. What are you?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, you formed this tailgate. Whose idea was this? This is your original idea, right?
Kind of. I don't remember exactly.
Formulated.
It was. I know it was like me and Alex Penn talking about it, and then like there were other people around.
Alex Penn.
Yeah. That guy. But it was like a group of us all talking, and I know me and Alex were definitely like talking more about it, and then like he wanted to do it, and so like I set up a Facebook page for it, and then like I have a couple of Riot friends obviously, so I asked them to like try and get the okay for me, and like this, what happened was we talked to Nick Allen, and like this is the dumbest story, dude. Like I'm like, all right, let's talk to Nick Allen. And so my Riot friend and I talked to Nick Allen. And Nick Allen's like, if you don't hear back from me, you're good to go. Which is like the worst way of getting confirmation. Because like, you don't know if he forgot or like, well, we didn't hear back, so we're good. So like, that was like the
And then he's not even there, right? He's in a different country. He just leaves.
Well, I don't know if he was there this week. I don't think he was there the weekend that we showed up. But like, he was supposed to talk to like the person in charge for us to get the okay. Because he like everyone who hears about it's like, oh, that's a cool idea.
And that's Lisa, right?
Yeah, Lisa. Yeah. So she's really cool also. But Nick was supposed to talk to Lisa, and he texted her at like 11:30 Friday night to be like, oh, by the way, people are gonna tailgate, and she was like, what the hell? Because he forgot to talk to us about.
So you show up with a grill. And
well, like I like there's a parking lot that you're not allowed to park in out front, and so like I just parked there, and then like the security guards at the LCS come up to me and they're like, "Hey, you can't park there," and I'm like, "No, I can." I talked to Nick Allen about this.
Yeah, so I started muscles and
yeah, I was just like, "No, just get the people out here. They know I'm coming. Like I know you don't know, but like you like, get someone out here who does know, so I can like explain that I can be here." So like I just started like name dropping people. I'm like, "Get Lisa, get Nick Allen, like they know I'm here," and then like Lisa finally comes out and she's like. Shaking your head like, what are you guys doing to me?
Like, and what the fuck is this?
Yeah, so like I have like a charcoal grill, and so they have to like talk to the fire marshal, and they give us like a fire extinguisher in case like it gets out of control.
And it's like it's not even like a full.
No, it's like it's not that big. Yeah, it's not like a huge fire extinguisher, but just like the process of getting the first one like off the ground and running. There was like a serious moment where I was like, shit, this isn't gonna work.
But it did work.
Yeah.
So take that EU LCS.
Yeah, we're cooler.
Yeah.
Stars and bars, tailgates.
The American dream. God bless America, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But not only do you do it's evolved. It's gotten bigger. You guys actually set up a car, throw on the radio, put on the Twitch stream, and actually set up a fucking Smash.
Yeah. So like, there's like a
Smash like console, everything, and everyone's playing it. Players are coming in on their shuttles and playing Smash before their games, or after their games. After the games.
Hopefully.
Has there been a player that comes?
I don't think they played before. I mean, like some of the managers come out, so like there's actually a huge overlap, or not huge, but like a pretty big overlap between the Smash community and the League community. And so, yeah, I mean, we set up like a CRT, get Melee, pretty like legit. There's a like McCain. I don't know if you know who he is, but he's like, I think he's like a top 20 player or something. Yeah, MacD. Yeah, he's like he's one of like the best peaches in the world or something. So like, there's like a lot of good people actually like playing this. So it's like pretty funny to see like people roll up and play.
What's the future goals of, I guess, LCS Tailgate, your creation?
I'm not the right guy to be in charge of it, because like honestly, like I'm there for like the first like hour and like help set up, and then like I go in because my team shows up and I have to work, so like I'm not even there.
But it's kind of your baby, right?
Yeah, it's my baby, but like this is like a baby that like I don't care that much about.
It's a dumpster baby. It's a dumpster baby.
Yeah, no way. I'm like, let's go, let's like just keep going. I don't care what happens. Like I'm trying to push it like as fast and far as I can. And like because it's Riot, and Riot tends to be like really slow, and there's like a committee now for like tailgating internally at Riot, and like that's just how Riot works, and that's usually how I work too. Like when I'm with my team, like I'm pretty like balanced and slow and reasonable, and like I want to talk things out. But with this, I'm just like, let's go, let's get sponsors in here. I don't care who the sponsors are. Let's like get free crap. Let's make it bigger. And like,
has there been actual official sponsor yet? I guess.
No, I don't know how that's gonna work. Like I said, I'm probably not the guy to be
Does it like get more successful when there's more cars and like lined up? Or?
I mean,
I think the next like, I feel the next venture you guys should get is a beer pong table.
Well, we wanted to get cornhole because that's like the go-to,
tailgate
game, but no one's got cornhole yet. I don't think we're allowed to drink because it's like there's a lot of concern about minors at the LCS as well as like open container laws or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you've gotten away with this much. And
Yeah, I'm sure there's a point where we just show up with a keg and just like, whatever.
And then everyone's keg stand.
Yeah, get like
it evolves to
a 14-year-old fan, some kid with his mom there, like, do a keg stand.
All right, so any future updates for Team Liquid and you and your future endeavors in esports community?
I don't have anything big planned personally. I mean, kind of
just making the worlds, right?
Yeah, just
the generic like, PR answer. Oh yeah, we're going to try to make it to worlds and beat TSM, right?
Yeah, well,
you already beat.
Those might want to do that in the other order.
Yeah,
beat TSM, then go to worlds probably.
You're right. Before we send you off today, we're actually gonna play a quick game. It's called Bronze or Challenjour. Yes, with a J. You are the head analyst for Team Liquid, so I assume that you have some form of analytical knowledge of the game.
Yeah, hopefully.
And maybe a little bit of kind of a gypsy mind reading, look into the future kind of play. So we're gonna play some clips for you and see if they're bronze or challenger based on what you've analyzed right before what actually happens.
Okay.
So
I'm ready.
But on top of that, if you get 5 right out of the clips that we have, 5, one lucky fan that comments, or subscribes to the SK Gaming channel. And you know what? To the Liquid channel, right? Get that plug in there, right?
Why not?
We'll throw this HyperX headset of the Poro out to them, like virtually, like through their screen, into their face.
I don't think that's how physics work.
I'm sure that's...
I don't think that's how that...
All right, anyways, can we get these clips here? And thank you. All right, so our first clip here. Challenger or bronze? Challenjour or bronze?
I mean, there's some racism in the chat, which would normally make me think that it's like a bronze play, but I know SK's had a little bit of history with...
What is that?
It says Ching Chong, got a little Taipei Ching Chong with you guys.
You know how they fix that? They fix that PR.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they hired me.
Oh, that probably didn't work then. Yeah, I don't know. These team comps are like all right.
Oh, you're going in the team comps. Holy shit, this is solo queue.
I'm trying to like, yeah, I know, but I don't know. I'll say it's Challenger.
It's Challenger.
Yeah,
okay.
Why not? I'll try it.
Challenger.
All right, I feel like I got this one wrong. The more I'm watching this go, I'm like, what are you doing? I thought it was gonna be like a tower dive and she outplays it, and now she's...
There it is!
Does she E the headbutt? Fuck.
All right.
I thought for sure it was gonna be like a tower dive or something, and she like outplays it.
All right. Well, we'll go to the next one. This is let's see. Okay. You already saw the context behind it. Challenger or bronze play? Dictate.
I see some Korean symbols.
You got some Korean symbols.
Yeah.
It has to be Korean solo queue ladder, right? Like some that's not. Yeah, that's solo queue ladder.
I don't think you have 5 TPs in solo. Like just straight up solo. That's not like a 5-man pre-made.
I don't know. It's bronze or challenger, man. It doesn't even give you all the items. It gives you the fucking spectating.
All right, I'm going bronze.
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 All right.
Yeah.
Let's see the outcome. Oh my lordy! Look at them all run.
I knew it.
Oh, holy shit!
God.
And they just get pummeled.
Yeah, the other team was like already grouped up. Like it clearly wasn't gonna. Like maybe you're trying to like pick up. Oh my god.
Yeah, will you ever run that comp, please?
No.
No?
No.
You already saw it fail. So.
Yeah.
All right. So what do we have here? Okay, Jace. Jace is your go-to guy on this one.
All right, I see Faker in the game. I'm gonna go with Challenger play.
It's Challenger play?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm assuming this is Faker. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Challenger.
All right.
While running.
Oh, okay. He's got a kill right there.
Yeah, this is challenging.
All right. You got it this time, but
Yeah,
I
well,
kind of want to see what he does here. That's like, I guess he's just doing his normal J stuff.
I mean, that's like half of being good at the game is not being an idiot.
Yeah. Oh,
And so like by him not being an idiot right now, he's being good at the game. Oh, he's dodging a shitload of stuff.
Oh, holy
Get
moly!
off the puddle. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's cleans
pretty,
house.
That's pretty good.
It just cleans house. Would Phoenix be impressed, or is he just bad?
No, Phoenix is never impressed by anybody.
All right. Caitlyn.
Damn, there's no information on the
There's
screen.
no information
I
on the
just see
screen.
Caitlyn sitting with a GA and a
Well,
wolf.
is Caitlyn just sitting on the
I'm
screen?
gonna go bronze. This has to,
This
like,
is gonna be bronze.
I mean, is she like? I don't know if she's flanking.
Well,
or, like,
here's
what.
okay. I'll give you as much context for this. She is. I don't know. I don't want to give it too much away. I'm pretty sure she's level 18, so she has to be.
Yeah, it's late game. She's like
has
probably
to be full
6
item.
items.
Yeah, she's probably 6 items. There's a reason why she's there. There's no one around.
She's got a ward over the wall, but she's Caitlyn, so like I don't know what she's gonna do.
Okay. I think that's as much as I can give to you.
Yeah,
This is a 50-50 shot.
I'm gonna
dark,
go
man.
with bronze.
This is bronze?
It just
Okay.
looks like I don't know what's happening, but it looks dumb.
Okay. We'll see what happens here.
I bet she just gets blown up. Okay, her inhib just spawned, so they're gonna like try and push it or something.
Okay. Here we go. Is he gonna be the hero?
What the fuck?
Is this it?
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, okay.
Is this Challenger?
Oh my
No,
god. Okay. For a second, I was like, wait.
No, you are right, MarkZ.
I thought the inhib respawned, so I thought she was gonna be an idiot because I was like, wait, does she not realize that there's still another inhib down? Oh well.
Thug life, man.
Yeah.
Thug life. All right. What do we have next here? Okay. You see Graves and
Graves versus Graves.
What
So this
do you
isn't
got?
solo queue.
Yeah, this
This is a normal game.
Yeah. Bronze or Challenjour.
2 people dead. Inhib up. They're winning. The rest he's by himself. So this is either like a massive outplay or he's just gonna get shit on.
Okay, well, like, where's all his friends?
All his friends are in base. The other 2 are dead. So that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Like he's gonna outplay a bunch of people and look like a beast, or he's just gonna get shit on. So I'm gonna go with Challenger. I think
He's Challenger?
I think he's gonna outplay.
All right,
He's
ready?
11 and 4. He's like doing pretty good.
Okay. Is this Curry shot? Holy shit. This is not Curry shot.
Oh, I was right.
Oh,
The
yeah.
massive outplay.
Oh, yeah. This is sexy. He is just wrecking havoc right now.
Yeah. Does Zed not have ult? Okay. All right, 1v5 pentakill is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I got that one right.
This one is... This is actually not on Riven. This is going to be on the Lee Sin.
This is a Lee Sin play?
This is Lee Sin play, actually. I don't know why it's focused on Riven.
All right, well,
But, yeah, it's on the Lee Sin.
Blue
so
team's
you-
comp looks pretty stupid.
But here's the thing, like, these players don't have to be Challenger to make Challenger plays.
Yeah, I know.
It's-
But I'm just like, probably they're too bad to make a challenger plays.
But hey, some shit can
it sounds like
surprise
it sounds like I'm about to say bronze, and you're trying to talk me out of saying it, so I'm wrong.
I don't know. I don't watch this shit. I don't even know. I don't even know the outcomes of these videos. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
I'm gonna say this is a bronze play.
This is bronze. Okay.
Yeah.
This is it.
Oh, this is the last one.
No.
Oh, it was just, I get it right.
Yeah, you're right.
Stunned in the turret. Dead. I knew that was gonna. I could have told you that was gonna happen. Lee Sin's gonna get Riven stunned under turret.
All right. What's Oh, okay. Jarvan. No.
Jarvan
no
level
information.
2 gank with the blue buff on bot lane. It looks like this isn't gonna work. I'm gonna go with the bronze.
It's going bronze. All right, we're
think-
going bronze. We're going that brassy.
I don't know what's going on bot lane
colored
right now,
look.
but okay, okay. I'm ready for the flash auto under turret. Or is he gonna get hooked? Oh my god.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You love the slash cooldowns, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Lee said here. YOLO. His name is
name
YOLO
makes me think,
Master.
the name makes me
Triple
think-
X YOLO Master Triple X.
Yeah, that makes me think he's gonna do something crazy.
Bronze or Challenger?
I'm gonna go Challenger.
Challenger. All right.
Yeah, he's about to make a huge play top. Is that a counter gank he's gonna? No, okay, never mind. All right, through a ward.
These.
It's making me think maybe not. Oh, I was wrong. That was pretty wrong.
Incorrect, MarkZ. Bronze or Challenger?
Well, I mean, already that Graves isn't in a great spot.
Oh, well, no, we're on the Janna. We're on the Janna this time.
Oh, we're looking
Yeah, yeah.
at the Janna? Okay. There's a roam coming down. This is going to be an outplay.
This is an outplay?
Caitlyn and Janna are going to outplay this roam.
So Challenger.
Yeah,
with a
Challenger
J.
play, yeah. Okay, maybe not.
Oh.
No, she's gonna cue the Fizz Q to interrupt it. Or something. Okay. Ooh.
Oh, honey.
Ooh.
That outplay.
Ooh. Yeah, that's
Challenger.
pretty good.
You are correct, MarkZ. Tristana. And you got the items this time.
Yeah, this makes it easier if I can see the minimap and the items.
Challenger.
Yeah, this is Challenger.
This is Challenger for sure.
This is gonna be some stupid dive. Wait, it's the Tristana.
It's the Tristana. It's the Tristana.
Yeah, maybe. Let's go Challenger. Huh. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, lordy!
That
triple kill.
I knew
It's
it.
already 5-0 at that point.
Yeah. It was 2-0 to start. But
Is that it? Oh, yeah, that is it. How many did we get right?
8 out of 10?
That's more. Is that more than 5? Is that math?
I don't do math. I do League of Legends.
Do math for me. I think it's more, yeah. That's more. That's more. That's more. Someone got a headset. Yeah, someone got a headset. All right, cool. So, one lucky viewer out there, like, comment, subscribe on SK Gaming and or Team Liquid. Are you?
I don't know our YouTube channel. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't. All right. Do you have any shout-outs, plugins?
I'm not great with sponsors because I usually never have to remember them, but shout-outs to HTC, Quest, HyperX, Alienware, G2A, pretty sure Loot Crate. I know we get stuff from them at least. It's pretty cool.
You reap the benefits of all of the sponsors.
I get some stuff. I get to pick and
A little
choose.
bit.
Yeah, no one sends me specifically anything, but sometimes.
But you take away from the other players.
Yeah, I get some stuff. I steal Quest bars and bring them home for lunch.
If you need to give a headset away, is there a lucky girl or guy? No.
No.
Is there someone
There's this one fan who comes every Sunday, and he's this high school kid.
We should give him.
Yeah, I want to give him. He's because I have a HyperX headset because
Okay.
we're sponsored. But yeah, I could give it to him. He's always just being a huge troll at the LCS, so I like him.
Some hardcore fans.
Yeah.
Thank you, MarkZ, for coming on the show. I really appreciate you doing this and analyzing all our challenges.
Yeah, it was actually fun. I thought this was gonna suck.
All right, that wraps up our show. Thank you, MarkZ. If you want more content just like this, be sure to check out SK Gaming on YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you, HyperX, for the studio, obviously. Other than that, until next time, guys.